001. Greg, I am going to take the microphone and come back to you. I want you to take your time, take a few minutes, and just share with our audience what they're going to get out of these segments and why you chose Val Olson Radio on X to unveil your platform.
Well, another great question of the day. Boy, oh boy, we're right into it. What people can expect is, and I really should have, seriously done more show prep and have my little checklists and stuff. But what I found after jumping into the world during that COVID crazy time in my hip surgery in my book is that just from an existential standpoint, I find almost all human beings, I know most citizens in the United States and Canada, are really just say disenfranchised um, in so many ways. People are frustrated. People are angry. People have seen, honestly, from a down to earth standpoint, seen their monthly budgets explode by or more dollars per month just in the last 2 years. I'll be diplomatic and not talk politics this early in the morning, Val. But anyhow, I just found I learned many years ago that by real high end CEO years ago that don't over in many cases don't reinvent. You don't need to reinvent the wheel if you're an entrepreneur wanting to start a product or whatever. Just take what's already working and then tweak it or whatever, or jump into the business yourself. And so don't overrate yourself or an industry. Just establish a need, something that customers and readers and listeners really want to hear. And that's where literally the secrets came from. But I think also, not only does my product bring secrets, because again, I've heard stuff that I didn't know, secrets from you already, and we're again fresh into the show. But I find that most people are indeed frustrated and disenfranchised, and also get this seriously, people want hope right now. I mean, and I'm talking generally across the board. There's a general malaise in the world because of craziness going on in the world. I'm in my 60s. I've never seen anything like this that we're seeing both domestically and abroad. Nothing like this. So I think number one, people want to hear secrets. They want to hear new information. They want to hear fresh information. They want to hear stuff that's not in the news. The standard mainstream media. Again, an episode for another day. Lots of secrets there. But they want to hear new, fresh news that's not canceled. We don't have to worry about what we say. We'll also talk about the thought police and the language police one of these days. Thought police, language police. Who are these people? Who are these woke people? So establish a need and identify a need. And honestly, this next book, again, I've been talking about it for so long, but why I came to America and can we even fix this mess? I made that question because that's what everyone's asking me. So, long story short, which is too late for that, that's really what the brand's all about. And it's just, honestly, I've heard from really, or listened to or analyzed some really high end smart media people. And all I ever and all I hear is, or at least what I hear, is people want to tune into something that's new, fresh, but also they can't predict what you're going to say. They don't know what the show's going to be. They don't know what they're going to say. Rush Limbaugh was famous for that. We go, whoa, he'd go on a monologue to begin the show that we weren't expecting. And the key to great radio is to do and say stuff that people aren't expecting and they want to tune into. I'm sitting here right now, 20 minutes into my own first radio show, and I'm kind of entertained as a listener, Val. You know what I mean? I'm saying? And it started right out the gate, as Albertans would say, out the gate by Val Olson, telling your secrets. So that was great. Why I chose Val Olson's platform right now, because this broadcast, it's a prototype. It's a round one, see how things go, work with maybe sound effects or music or whatever, blah blah. But as I've done always in my life and my brands, keep things simple, keep things polished, keep things elegant, and most importantly, in 2023 is keep things uncensored. Not only uncensored, but honestly, I'll be honest with you, I get really tired of advertising and honestly, and I mean this, pop-ups on websites. You'll never see a pop-up ad on my website. I get and I find a lot of people. Um, there are even radio shows right now. It's really hard to tune into them because they're all commercials. And God love commercials, marketplace, free markets, but they're all commercials, and you hear less and less of the speakers and the people that want to speak. Sadly, not sadly, but Rush Limbaugh unfortunately got so big. He at one point had 60 million listeners. He got so big, and there was so much money pouring into his brand that he actually got. To me, it was tough because he spoke less and less. It was more commercials and stuff. So why am I hanging it on, as they say, Val Olson's platform right now? Because you provide everything I was asking for, what I needed. Twitter, now X, XXX is, and don't need to be controversial here, but is a basically a platform like this quote Twitter Spaces product where you can determine the time. It's uncensored. You don't have to have commercials. You're not beholden to anything. So a free form, if you will, uncensored platform, um, and to get the content on the record because everybody right now, especially in this radio world, this multimedia world, it's a blast. By the way, it's a blast. Is the concept of platforming, replatforming, sharing, multi-sharing, and stuff. It'll start right now in Val Olson's platform on X, like that on X and on my YouTube channel. This form will be replatformed there, and then go from there. But most importantly, though, it'll be every week Wednesdays, 9 p.m., not 9 a.m. Pacific. And but that's why I chose you, is because you were able to, and you know this is the truth. You're able to deliver the product for what I envision to be a radio show, my own radio show. This is the first launch slash rollout I've done in 20 years and lots of story behind that. But that's why I chose you. And we won't even get into why you're such an awesome host. That's a full show for another day, but people already know that based on what they've heard on the show so far. So thanks for that, Val. Thanks for that.
This is Secrets from the Inside, episode 001.